This is part 2. Part 1 was in the previous video. So if you haven't watched it, you have to watch it. So part 2, the Jewish cobbler comes to the palace and sees the servants, and the servants say, please, we don't even know what to do with the king's clothes. He is so silly, our king, that he thinks that he can just dress up in beggar's clothes, go running around, and nobody's going to recognize him. Everybody has been knowing what he's going to do. And he's going to want to come back into these beggar's clothes and go back out into the kingdom. And they are stained with wine. And so the cobbler said, I have the solution. I will take off my clothes, give them to the king, and you can do with them as you please. And the servant said, oh my gosh, thank you so much. And they turned around, gave the beggar the king's clothes and a whole bunch of other food leftovers. And the beggar went back to his house. When the beggar told the king this, after the king came the third time and saw that everything he had done to make the cobbler's life miserable didn't really ever work, the cobbler was always able to find a blessing in the day, find something to be grateful for, and was really able to remind the king once and for all when he finally looked at the king and said, you know, it's not you that I look to, it's the king, as in the one up in heaven, or the divine creature, or whatever you want to say, that's really been the one who has been supporting me and giving me the help that I need. And so I understand we all want to plan. We all want to make life as consistent and normal as possible. But the gift of all of this is that if we are in fact able to live in the day-to-day and find the beauty in that, find the blessing in that, we're not going to run around dressed up like somebody that we're not. We're not going to go chasing our tails. We will in fact be able to enjoy the gift that is today, even if it's a hard day. I encourage you to lean into the hardship, be present with yourself, be kind to yourself, and treat yourself with a little bit more compassion, because it's not like the world is going to go back to the way it was in total before COVID. We are simply going to have to learn to live in the new normal with COVID.